Giannis may not ever have to put on a Bucks jersey again to go down as the best player in Milwaukee's franchise history. With all due respect to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, take a look at just some of the categories that Giannis is the all-time Bucks leader in. Giannis is only on the brink of joining Kevin Garnett as the only players in league history to be the franchise record holder in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. Like Kevin Garnett, Giannis seems like he genuinely wants to make things work out there in Milwaukee. However, unlike KG, he's already won a title. So, Mark, does Giannis have a path to win a second championship with Milwaukee as it stands right now?
No. This team is not good enough. They don't have the point guard needed to get to that championship level. Miles Turner is fantastic. Even with the East kind of being depleted from an injury standpoint, just overall talent, no. I could see this maybe second round at best.
Yeah, I mean, they've been second round at best for a little while here, but I think in all of those playoff series, they had key injuries, and I'm not willing to write them off yet. I don't think they're going to be favored over the Knicks or the Cavs or any other teams, and probably not even the Hawks or the Magic, right? But would it shock me if they popped up to the 3 seed? No, because they got that man right there, and as long as he still says that he wants to be in Milwaukee and he's on the team, I'm not picking against him. And I think guys like Kyle Kuzma, he's going to be better. He needs to learn how to space and get open for Giannis. It's hard to learn especially in the middle of the year, how to play with Giannis. He had to do that with LeBron. LeBron's a little different animal than playing with Giannis, right? But I think Miles Turner is a great addition, and especially in that East. Especially in the East where so many injuries are affecting
I don't know. That looks limited to me.
At the top of the.
But isn't he like the best two-way player in the game?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that supposed to mean something in your prime? Only a few years removed from a 50-point game in the clincher in the NBA Finals. If Giannis is who we all think he is, they should be in the conversation. I'm with Ramona on this one. And we saw Miami Heat get to the finals, the 8th seed a couple years ago. Obviously, the Pacers, no one had them go to the finals next year. Have some patience. Let this team come together, see what you have, and guess what? You don't have to win next year. You haven't won since 2021. You can look at the big picture and say, this might be a rocky period in my time with the franchise, but this will allow me then to someday retire having only played for the Bucks if you get through this period.
But see, that's the thing that I'm thinking about with Giannis, though. Does he want to wait that long to win another championship? Because it sounds like right now he's fine with maybe looking at somewhere else if Milwaukee's not able to win a championship.
They're Giannis and the Miracles now. Like, just dating you. There was a movie called The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, where Julius Erving led this band of bandits to a title.
But where are you going to go where it's guaranteed? He just saw Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard just left the one place he'd ever known.
Okay, no, I agree with that.
And they didn't win, right? So it's not that easy to go somewhere else and expect to win.
Leave.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
And I also think they're not even going to listen to anybody right now. You call the Bucks right now and say, let's talk about Giannis, they're not going to take your call.
Right.
Because they don't listen to anybody on this unless Giannis comes to them and said, I want to be elsewhere. And he has not done that. Everything he has said all summer long has been showing that his heart is still in Milwaukee. It seems like he wants to give this another chance. Now, he's obviously evaluating. Shams has reported this at the beginning of the summer and at the end of the summer. And the fact that he's still evaluating at the end of the summer is something to me. But
Dame wasn't replaced.
But think about anybody who trades for Giannis, or if this ever gets to that point, you're going to have to give up so much to get him. I mean, the return for a player like that would be astronomical. To the point where what team would he even be joining?
That's my point.
That's the other thing, is finding out where he would go, where he would fit in terms of
what would be left
to give up. Exactly, who's willing to give up those assets. Well, Giannis is across the Atlantic preparing for Eurobasket, and so is Luka Doncic.
Dub Nation, we need to talk. This just dropped and I'm not okay. Jonathan Kuminga doesn't want to play for the Warriors next season. Let that sink in. Our 22-year-old rising star, our future, a dude who's been grinding for us since he was a teenager, is done with the Dubs. According to 95.7 The Game, the situation is so tense that not only does Kuminga have no plans to sign the qualifying offer, but he's also making it crystal clear he doesn't see his future in Golden State anymore. And listen, I don't blame him. This front office has fumbled his development from day one. The inconsistent minutes, the unclear role, the yo-yo treatment off the bench. How do you expect a young player to grow when he never knows if he's playing 5 minutes or 25 on any given night? He's not just some project. He averaged 15.3 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game last season. He's efficient, athletic, plays both ends, and still has room to grow. He was part of the championship run in 2022. He did everything the franchise asked, and in return, crumbs. Now, he's a restricted free agent, but he's trying to bet on himself, looking for $30 million a year. And honestly, I don't even think that number is crazy. If we had actually invested in his growth, gave him a consistent role, let him make mistakes and play through them like other young stars get to, he'd already be worth that. But instead, what did the Warriors do? They played hardball, dug in, stalled the talks, and here we are, with a completely avoidable standoff that's throwing a wrench into our entire offseason. You've got the Kings circling, the Suns sniffing around, and Mike Dunleavy Jr. acting like he's got all the leverage. But guess what? You either pay the man or you trade him, because this ain't it. Holding out and letting things fester, that's how dynasties die. If we let Kuminga walk or force him into some awkward limbo, this team will regret it for years. We're already the oldest roster in the league. We need Kuminga's youth, energy, and upside. He's not just a role player, he was supposed to be part of the bridge from the Steph era to whatever comes next. But now, that bridge is burning, and it's not just smoke, it's a full-on fire. Let me be clear, this is a failure from the front office. Kuminga's not some diva demanding the world. He wants a fair deal, a clear role, and respect for what he's already contributed. Instead, he's been treated like an afterthought while vets get all the shine. And now, the very fans who believed in his breakout year are watching the team push him out the door. And if you think this won't affect the locker room, think again. Steph, Dre, Klay, they all know what Kuminga brings. They saw it every day in practice, in games. You really think they're happy seeing this spiral? So now what? Do we overpay to keep him? Do we find a sign and trade that actually brings value back? Because right now, the Suns can't offer first-round picks, and the Kings would have to give up Malik Monk and an unprotected pick just to start the convo. That's how valuable Kuminga is. Yet the Warriors act like he's just another expendable piece. I'm telling you right now, if we lose Kuminga for nothing, this might go down as one of the biggest blunders since we let KD walk and got D'Angelo Russell back. Actually, worse, because this time it's not about free agency. It's about pride. It's about player development. It's about failing to recognize what we had. This team is at a crossroads, and Kuminga is the test. Do the Warriors learn from their past mistakes? Do they build a future that actually includes young talent? Or do they double down on the old guard and watch the next wave leave before it even crests? Y'all, I'm heated because this should have never gotten this far. Kuminga's frustration didn't pop up overnight, it's been brewing. And now it's exploded into a full-on crisis. So what do you think, Dub Nation? Should the Warriors pay Kuminga what he's asking for? Should they trade him before it gets worse? Is this the front office's fault, or is Kuminga asking for too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you're feeling as frustrated as I am, and don't forget to subscribe for more breaking news, raw reactions, and everything Golden State Warriors. This has been Warriors Nation News, and trust me, we'll be watching every move from here on out. Stay locked in.